Hello friends, welcome to Life's Golden Compass. Today, we bring you a gripping tale about a farmer, a mysterious treasure, and the unexpected twists of fate that will leave you reflecting on the true meaning of wealth and happiness. This story is not just about riches, it's about realizing what truly matters in life. Stick with us until the end for a powerful lesson that might just change the way you look at life forever. Let's begin. In the quiet village of Eldervale, nestled between green rolling hills and a crystal-clear river, there lived a humble farmer named Aaron. Aaron was a hard-working man, known for his honesty and dedication to his small patch of land. He lived with his wife Lila and their curious 6-year-old son Theo in a modest hut at the edge of the village. One sunny morning, as Aaron was ploughing his field, his shovel struck something hard buried beneath the soil. Confused, he bent down and began to dig with his hands. What he uncovered left him speechless, a dazzling treasure chest covered in intricate golden patterns, glowing faintly in the sunlight. Aaron carefully opened the chest, and his eyes widened in disbelief. Inside, he found shimmering gold coins, sparkling jewels, and ornaments unlike anything he had ever seen. Each piece seemed to glimmer with a magical brilliance, as if it belonged to a realm far beyond the village. "Where did this come from?" Aaron whispered to himself. His heart racing, Aaron carried the chest back to his hut, glancing nervously over his shoulder to ensure no one had seen him. Once inside, he placed the treasure under his bed and locked the door. Sitting at the edge of his bed, he stared at the chest, imagining how this treasure could change his life. "I could buy more land," he thought. "I could build a bigger house for my family. I could give Theo an education in the city, and we'd never have to worry about food again." But with excitement came fear. What if someone finds out? What if it gets stolen? What if the villagers start questioning where it came from? Aaron decided to keep the treasure a secret, even from Lila. A few days later, Aaron was out in the fields tending to his crops. Inside the hut, little Theo was playing with his wooden toys. Curious and adventurous by nature, Theo began exploring the house looking for something new to entertain himself with. That's when he found the chest under the bed. His small hands struggled to open it, but when he did, his eyes lit up. "Wow, it's so shiny," he exclaimed. To Theo, it wasn't treasure, it was just a collection of pretty, sparkly things to play with. He carried some of the coins and jewels outside to the sand pit, where he loved to dig and build castles. Theo buried the treasure in the sand, pretending it was part of his kingdom. When Aaron returned home that evening, his first thought was to check on the treasure. He lifted the bed and froze. The chest was open, and most of the treasure was gone. His heart pounded. Where is it? Who took it? He searched the hut frantically, turning over furniture and opening every drawer. Then, through the window, he saw Theo in the distance, playing in the sandpit with something shiny in his hands. Aaron rushed outside, his voice trembling with anger and fear. "Theo, where is the treasure I hid under the bed?" Theo looked up, startled by his father's tone. "I took it to play with," he said innocently, "but some of it got buried in the sand and I lost it." Aaron's face turned pale. He ran to the sandpit and began digging desperately, his hands shaking, but no matter how much he searched, the treasure was gone. Exhausted and furious, he scolded Theo harshly and sent him inside. 2 days later, the village square buzzed with commotion. The royal guards had arrived, their armor gleaming in the sunlight. The captain of the guards unrolled a scroll and announced in a booming voice, "Hear ye, people of Eldervale! A treasure has been stolen from the royal palace, a treasure that belongs to King Ardyn, the most valuable possession of the kingdom. Anyone found hiding this treasure will face the king's wrath, and their entire family will be punished by death." The villagers gasped in fear, murmuring among themselves. Aaron, standing in the crowd, felt his knees go weak. His mind raced. Was the treasure I found the king's? What if the guards find out I had it? The guards began searching every house in the village, overturning furniture, lifting floorboards and questioning families. Aaron returned to his hut, trembling with fear. When the guards reached his home, Aaron's heart felt like it would burst out of his chest. They searched the entire house, checking under the bed, in the cupboards, and even in the fields outside. But after an exhaustive search, they found nothing. Aaron collapsed onto a chair as the guards moved on. The treasure was gone, but so was the danger it had brought. That evening, Aaron sat alone by the fire, reflecting on everything that had happened. At first, he felt a deep sense of loss. The treasure had promised a better life for his family, but now it was gone. But then, a new thought struck him. If Theo hadn't lost the treasure, he realized, the guards would have found it, and my family would have been destroyed. Losing the treasure saved us from disaster. Aaron looked at his sleeping son and felt a wave of gratitude. The treasure had blinded him to what he already had, a loving family, a peaceful life, and the simple joys of each day. In the days that followed, Aaron began to see life differently. He no longer dreamt of riches or status. Instead, he worked to cherish the blessings he already had. He taught Theo the value of honesty and simplicity and shared his experience with his neighbors. Aaron understood now that not all losses are misfortunes. Sometimes they are hidden blessings that protect us from greater harm. True wealth, he realized, lies not in gold or jewels, but in the safety, love, and peace of a family. In the days that followed, Aaron began to see life differently. He no longer dreamt of riches or status. Instead, he worked to cherish the blessings he already had. He taught Theo the value of honesty and simplicity and shared his experience with his neighbors. Aaron understood now that not all losses are misfortunes. Sometimes they are hidden blessings that protect us from greater harm. True wealth, he realized, lies not in gold or jewels, but in the safety, love, and peace of a family. If you like, subscribe for more stories.